So GlockAholic76 here again, and this is an interesting one. Um, this is one that surprised me. Yes, that is the Springfield Armory Hellcat, the original, right? The kind of industry changing small, uh, can you say micro compact, killed more rounds than the SIG P365. And some pistols, you've heard me say this before, they they leave your collection because they fail. Others leave because they almost worked. This is an in memoriam for the Springfield Armory Hellcat, a pistol I really wanted to love, and I had so many big plans for it, but ultimately I just couldn't make the relationship work for me. And I tried. I tried. Well, maybe I could have tried harder. The Hellcat represented a turning point in concealed carry pistols. It was a high capacity, very small footprint, um, tons of modern features packed into a micro compact frame. And on paper, it really did reset expectations. It reset my expectations. And at the time, I was kind of going back and forth between this and the P365 as a pocket gun or a quick grab, get the mail type of gun. And that's what exactly got my attention. The little extra round count. Um, some of the reviews were that it was a little bit snappier than the P365. So I said, well, I'll throw a whole grip on it. No problem, right? Got it all set up, went to my local gun store, purchased it from the store. They had one there. And I said, oh, I'm ready to go. Went right over to a lane, said, I want to shoot this today, right? Uh, Generally, I'll take them pistols home and I kind of clean them and get them all ready. But this one I was excited to shoot it because I said this is going to be it. And the reviews were 90-10. 90% of them were great, and then 10% were like, well, this or that problem. And I had kind of anticipated the 10% and kind of went from there. And I objectively, this pistol made sense for some very clear reasons. The excellent capacity to size ratio for concealed carrier, carrying one extra round. Um, and it was just, I mean, who didn't like this pistol, right? When it came out, I had the optic ready one version, and I was going to put a nice little red dot on there, even though I don't necessarily like concealed carrying pistols with red dots just for the size. It had the modern feature set, like I was saying before, and just a strong reputation, and it was popularity was growing and growing. Almost every day, a new video, people just loving this pistol. And at the time, it really did look like the perfect answer. But there's a reason this pistol has a loyal following. It conceals super easy. It carries a lot of rounds, like I mentioned, and it fit um, pretty much every range of carry method, whether pocket, IWB, OWB if you wanted, in a bag or a purse or whatnot. And for many shooters, it just worked, and that matters, right? But for me, this was a tough one because consistency became the issue. And when I took this to the range the first time, shot a box ammo through it, um, but the consistently, no matter what ammo, no matter what distance, no matter what effort or adjusting my grip, I struggled. And I don't generally struggle, but I struggled to shoot this pistol accurately. So I thought it was the trigger, right? Um, and I had the gunsmith at my local range. He checked the sights for me. He said, no, they're fine. Um, and it wasn't wild misses, but it wasn't repeatable precision either. And I couldn't really figure it out. And at that time, that's again now where your confidence starts to erode. And I kind of narrowed it down to it wasn't the pistol. It definitely was me. And I think for me, this was just too short. And the trigger, so my trigger finger was really the way the ergonomics fit on the gun. I think my trigger was finger was just going in, so I was pulling it and shooting that way. And I couldn't really grip this good enough to stop that. So I was always shooting off to the left. And then I would even try to compensate, and it's still, I think the pistol was almost too narrow here for me. Because compared to the P365, and I wear, I put the hoe, I wear it, but my P365 wears a hoe grip usually, which makes this a little bit thicker, which I'm a Glock shooter. So I like those big chunky guns. But the, I think that was what it was. And I so wanted to like this because of the round count and the size, but it almost was too small. And I've had smaller pistols that I've shot well, like my Bodyguard or the LCP Max generally shot well for me. And those are smaller, obviously, than this pistol, but I just couldn't I just couldn't shoot straight. I just couldn't shoot straight. It fed everything. I cycled, went back to the range again a couple of times after adding the whole grip and working with my grip on this pistol, and it just I think it was the trigger feel and the shape, and it just didn't align with my shooting style. And the length of pull, I think, definitely affected my consistency. And then the overall micro compact ergonomics in this model, it just amplified, my small input errors, even at close range. And I'm like, what's going on? I was 3 yards away, and I'm like, I can't, you know. And usually, I'll maybe put in some range footage here, but well, not it's an in memoriam, but you can see my range footage. Usually, I can group some shots and go through some holes I already made, but this one, I was just, what's going on? And it wasn't a bad pistol. I loved how it was made. I thought the quality was really great compared to some of the others that I've, used. And letting this one go, and it wasn't about frustration, but it was just about, at the end of the day, honesty. I went back to the uh, my gun store, and I said, I just can't shoot this accurately, and even at short range. And not going to say I was the only one that had that issue, because they sold a lot of them, but they gun store was great. They said, hey, no problem, GlockAholic, this isn't a Glock, you know, get yourself a 43 or a 26 or something. I have all those already, but the so ultimately it was the Hellcat didn't fail. It just wasn't my pistol, and that's okay. And that distinction matters. I mean, fit. That was the first time that I really realized that fit is personal, right? And your confidence, it's a personal thing, and no spec sheet can replace that. So you have to get out there. If your local gun store lets you rent these firearms, or any firearm you're interested in buying, shoot it first. I was never a big fan of that. I mean, I bought in cars and guns, not test fire, test drove them, whatever. But more and more, they're really designing these pistols in a way where they're getting away from the norms. So make sure what you're used to hasn't been taken away or adjusted to a point where it's now the enhancements become a negative, right, or a detractor. But yeah, I really wanted to like this one. So Glock 76, GlockAholic 76. Maybe that's why I didn't like it.